Hey guys, how you doing? In today's video, we're going to be spectating random solos in Call of Duty Warzone. We've jumped on board with this guy, and we're in Promenade. The plane came across the map like this, so he came a little bit far away from the plane's route, outside the circle, which is why he's been pretty uncontested doing his scavenger contract. Quite often when you land on a scavenger contract, someone's going to land with you, but in this case, I mean, he got one kill, but normally you'd expect more people if you're landing on scavengers. He's now moving through Promenade. You'd assume not many people to be in this area, again, because of the drop. So, but a car has just popped up. Is he going to try and avoid it? Yeah. Doesn't look like he's going to try and fight this guy, who is probably going to go get the truck. Yep, he's added in the stopping power rounds to his FAR. If it's close range, he'll absolutely shred them, but it is pretty difficult to keep the recoil under control with stopping power, because stopping power gives you more recoil, and the FAR base version anyway is pretty hard to control in the first place, but with stopping power, unless you're close range, it's going to be difficult to hit him. I mean, with a heartbeat sensor, he definitely should be able to take this guy out. There we go. Yeah, there we go. You see, very difficult recoil. There, he just should have been watching, because he knew the guy was probably going to come back into the car, or go and try and get this truck here. But you'd see it on the map, obviously, if he did that, and just leave. So there, he just really wasted stopping power, which is really powerful, especially early in the game, and close range. Oh, and he's now got a threat on his hunted contract. Wonder if that guy has got his lid out, because he doesn't appear to be showing up on the heartbeat. Or maybe he's just outside of the range. Still a 2-bar threat. Once he... oh, he's gone now. But that means the guy was probably behind him, or he's running away from him. The guy who's hunting is running away from him. Still needs to get his final scavenger, and then he'll get all of his plates, and maybe enough money for a loadout? Yeah, he will have enough money for a loadout now, probably. He's been getting the scavenger contact very slowly. You get quite a few minutes, 5 minutes, is it, per scavenger box? But he's been doing it very slowly. Still only a 1-bar threat. Just need to keep an eye on that. Only 40 seconds left, though, so he should be fine. Doesn't look like that guy's going to be pushing him, as it's already gone from 2 to 1. So if he was going to push him, he probably would have got closer rather than further away. Right, heading over here to the buy station, we can get our loadout. Then we don't have to wait 3 minutes to get the free one. Maybe he'll go and get his ghost. In this situation, probably would have thrown the loadout through the window. You see the windows up there. If you've gone into the top of that building, you can get it through the roof. Just a little bit safer than this. You can get sniped whilst he's in this position. And then maybe go and get the truck. Oh, this is a different loadout. LC10 with the M16. Not quite sure what's better out of the AUG and the M16, but we'll have to see what this guy thinks. Most people I see use the AUG, but been quite a few videos I've seen online with the M16 looking pretty good. I think it might be slightly a more accurate burst, but slightly slower fire rate, the M16 than the AUG. Now, what's the plan now? No more contracts on him. Maybe go and get a little bit more money, and then get a UAV, and then get into the zone. He looks just to be driving straight into zone here, though. It's nice safe rotation using the truck. This truck just appeared on the map. And again, so there's someone here. Not that that's that helpful for this guy, but yeah, you definitely should be looking at the road and his surroundings rather than just watching the minimap. Oh, and he sees a guy out in the open. Oh. And that guy can get out of that. Not quite sure how his truck ramped up onto the back of that other truck, but nice free kill. Didn't have any money or anything, though. So that looks like full loot as well, so he's not been able to loot up anymore. Is he now just going to drive around the map? If I were him, I probably wouldn't have the M16 out whilst I'm in the truck. I'd have the SMG, the LC10. So if you do jump out a close range fight, you should be able to take the fight quicker rather than having to swap weapons. Because if you're jumping out of a truck, you're likely going to be fighting someone close range to you. And then if you're doing that, you want your fast firing close range gun out rather than the M16. If I were him, either try and get a bounty just to see where someone is. You don't have to push them, but at least you know where someone is on the map. Or get a little bit more money to get UAV, because most people won't have got their loadout yet, because it's not come. That's actually one not quite good thing that he's done, is he's come into the middle of the zone, so when his loadout comes, it's going to be dropping down around him, so it's likely going to be in the airfield. Oh, he sees a guy in front of him. So it's going to be out in the open, so when he does collect it, you see there, landed in the middle of airfield. And as we were talking about there, he should have had his M16 out, although he did have enough time to get that. And he's going to lose this fight. That was very odd. In that situation, you don't need to use your Semtexes. I don't think he had stuns, but have your gun up. If you have your Semtexes out and they hear you ripping your Semtexes, they're going to be able to eliminate you easily. So what? This is a M4. And anything else? Just going to get UAV. 5 kills, so a decent number of kills. I think that was a truck coming behind him, I think. Let's have a look. A couple of people on the edge should be able to take these guys out. A couple of people in this valley. Just going to go for his loadout. And we know that the other loadout was the guy that we were spectating for, so there shouldn't be too many people in this area. Right. I wonder what his secondary weapon is, if he's going close range or short range. Right. He's got a car. Yep, so got his ghost loadout, got tracker, cold-blooded. Gonna try and take this guy out. Hopefully he doesn't get run over by a truck. Yep. He saw that guy on his UAV. I wonder if he's gonna get taken out. No, he should have just about enough time to get in the truck. He's gonna plate up first. So here you had a decision, either plate up or get in the truck straight away. Because if that guy was pushing him, if you get in the truck, you can just drive away and the truck gives you some protection. But he was lucky that that guy didn't try and push him at all. Right. Just trying to use himself as bait. He saw him on the UAV, but not quite sure where he's rotated to now. Not much cover getting on the back of the truck. I'd just get in the truck and then use a third person peek to try and spot the guy. Again, he's now got his car out, so if he does jump out, he's going to have to swap to his M4 in a close range fight. And as well as that, the M4 isn't actually great in close range situations. Some kind of LMG, shredding him through the truck. Not too much damage though. I would not be pushing this guy, just leave him alone. I don't see a way that he's going to win this fight unless the other guy plays badly or he runs him over, but that guy does not appear to be stupid enough to let that happen. Right, he needs to plate up. Not quite sure why he's done this. He's going to... Right, he's now in a really bad situation. What's this guy's plan? I think he wanted to use a zip wire, get on the roof of the building, but he's not going to have enough time to do that. Oh wait, no, the zone isn't closing, so I thought the first zone was still closing. This is just the gap between the two zones. My bad. A little bit of a weird flank. But if I were him, I think there's a zip line on the end of the building. Yeah, that's still out of zone. So, is there a zip line around this area? Or... not really sure what his plan is. I don't know if there's one in zone. No. Needs to be careful though, because someone might nick his truck and then he's going to be in a bit of trouble. There's a vehicle here, but if he's trying to get into zone across the airport where someone might be gatekeeping him, yeah. Not quite sure what he's doing, to be honest. Kind of wasting time. You'd expect with 5 kills that he might be playing slightly more aggressively. If I were him, just get to your truck and get out of there, because after this zone, it's going to be pulling probably up towards midi base. So there's not much point faffing around in this area. So there's getting a few more plates and stuff like that's decent. You just have to hope no one's watching the entrance to the truck. Might get sniped as he does this. Probably not though. Lovely. Wonder where he goes now. Is he going to use the zone to flush people out? No, he's going to drive around the airport. His loadout is very odd, very mid-range based. Right, he sees a guy who'll have got inside. Yeah, just pop around the back of the wall. This is actually a pretty bad situation for the truck because you can get stuck in this area quite easily, like he did last time when he was getting shot in the back by the LMG. And he's got out of it now, but if that guy had peeked him, no. This is not a great play, I don't think. That guy might have got onto the roof of the building when he was jumping through the wall. Really not sure where he's going. Yeah. Don't see him at all. I mean, you can see him, hear him, see him shooting at you. You don't need to pull out your heartbeat sensor. People use it as such a crux sometimes. Right, we're both going to plate up. This tree does not give you much. And this is a very weird fight. Yeah, these trees don't appear to give you much cover. Out of plates now. Oh, third party. At least they don't have to rotate the zone. He knows there's a guy there. Don't turn your back on it to try and go and get a contract. Right. Okay, one person died. You just heard the scream. Wonder which one died. Probably the guy that he was fighting. Someone snuck up on him. Now he has no idea what's happening. Oh no. Did he down him? He heard the scream. Very odd. He pushed a little bit late here. He should have pushed earlier when he heard them fighting. On the right, yeah. See him. Wonder if this other guy knows he's here. Yeah. So that's a rose skin, so that was the one he was fighting already. If he had a Semtex or something, that'd be so easy. And, oh my word. How did he win that fight? What guns did that guy have? Was that the LC-10 and the AUG? Was that maybe the guy that we were with right at the start? Because not many people run the LC-10. Oh wow, there's 3 people in this area. Well, he just got a lot of loot, didn't he? Very lucky there. And the way he was playing that, I don't know why he's got an M4. If he's trying to play in a closer range situation, I mean, you can have the M4, but maybe use a slightly closer range scope. But, I mean, the FPR obviously is king in that area, sort of that distance of ranges, but the M4 kitted out like he has it. Because obviously you do want to try different guns. You don't want to just use the best guns in the game, but you do want to use the gun. If you're planning on using guns in short range like that, don't have the, what is it, VOK optic on it. As he was pretty lucky to win that fight. I'm not quite sure how that guy did not kill him. Right. Quickly gonna go by, what, self-revive? Oh, we saw this guy. I did not spot this guy. I wonder what level lobby this is, as that was very odd. Very easy kill there. But yeah, I'll pop the lobby ranking down in the description, or actually no, I'll probably do it as the first comment. But his KD will be on the screen as well. I don't think he'll be that high, probably between 1 and 1.5. He's a little bit clunky in terms of movement and stuff, and like knowing his way around the map when he was trying to get onto the roof of the airport building. So I can't imagine he's super high KD. Yeah, go get a self-revive and a UAV. Probably get a self-revive UAV, pop the UAV, and then get another UAV, or get a airstrike. Right, yeah, perfect. That's what we thought. A little bit laggy, this server. Oh, yeah, all good. I think because most of the people we're on, either I'm lagging, which I don't think I am, or the server's being a bit rubbish. Anyone on the minimap? 2 people by the buy station. There we go. Pinged it for me. And also 1 guy on this one. He knows that they're by the buy station. And there's a guy up on the hill here. Oh dear. Has the server lagged out? No, we all good. 4 people right on the edge here. Not uncommon, because we knew where the zone was to start with, so quite a lot of people will be pushed up into the zone here, whereas anyone at the top of the zone won't have to like get forced into a little area, whereas the whole of this map has been forced into the bottom of the zone. Quite a good way of just working out how easy a rotation into zone is, just how much of the map has had to be pushed into that small area. This guy appears to be lagging out, because if you look on the top left, my latency is only 30, so a bit frustrating for this guy, especially with 7 kills, with 20 left. Could easily be on for a 10-15 kill game. Just while this guy's lagging out, I've been making a series of tips and tricks videos for Warzone. After watching quite a lot of players in this spectating series and also playing myself a bit, thought I'd just try and make some tip videos for stuff that I learned. So I'll pop those in the end screen here. Probably a little playlist, got a couple of them. One helping you decide where to land, and one to give you some tips on how to increase your KD in Warzone. So if you want to check those out, they'll be at the end screen. And I think this guy's a little bit freaked out. Okay, guy coming in. This guy's a little bit freaked out by his lagging, so obviously he doesn't want to push anyone, which is a good idea. You want to make sure your game's working properly before you fight someone, especially if you're got a decent number of kills. That was a nice little free kill, although people do know now he's here, just from the sound. He has have silencers on though, which is good. How was the zone? Oh, he got lucky with the zone. Like, mini base is still in. He knows there's probably a few people in this area. He's popped his second UAV, sadly, though, so can't know exactly where they are. Heartbeat sensor, might be able to see if they're in the houses. Very odd that he wouldn't just quickly scan the heartbeat sensor now, but he did in the middle of a fight. Right. Guy on the top of the hill. Which house is coming from? I think the middle house. He's shooting the window. If you had dead silence here, this would be such an easy kill. You can actually see him in the mirror post, so I didn't actually see it yet, obviously, because it's not the sound of a suppressed gun. But yeah, I couldn't see it because of the little buy station symbol. He's in this house. I mean, the little arrow underneath him said he was down, but because this guy's on the cliff, he could either be up top or on the bottom floor, probably on the top floor. I think this is only a window on the top floor, but he seems to be happy chilling on this ridge. If I were him, try not to peek your head out over this rock too much, because you do know that there's a sniper up on the hill, because he was getting sniped at. Like, the other guy was sniping at a sniper who was sniping at him on the hill. Right. After playing and getting 8 kills, he's now playing rather slowly, which is odd. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. He's standing very still. Not the best idea, especially with snipers nearby. Yep, there we go. As we thought. I also don't quite know why he let his truck go. Maybe it was because he was lagging out. Up on top of the building. Yeah, I think you saw that guy. Was he not lay down on top of the building that you were scoped in at? Not sure. Have to see where this zone. This zone is almost definitely going to force these guys out of these houses, you assume, because it's unlikely it's going to be touching right on the edge here. So, what's he doing now? Is he deciding to try and go and push this guy? You could even just go and get one of these yellow houses and just wait for him to jump out and shoot him as he comes out, shoot him in the back. That's the zone changes. Trying to sneak up on this guy. Oh, maybe he tried to run away and got killed. Makes sense because he was shooting a lot. Just quickly scan the house again, please. Thank you. And just working in tandem with him. I mean, the guy above him will definitely have heard him. I mean, it's good to check the cupboard, but he did have his back to the room as he did that, right? It's again, this gun is just would not have been good if there was a guy here. I think he's dead. I think he tried to go and get in the car and died, but this gun is not a good close range gun. Especially as I've not actually seen this guy snipe at anyone or even try and use the sniper at any point. Oh, wow, this house is actually still in zone. I mean, you're not in a good position if you stay here. Although these are the only houses in this zone. You're at the bottom of the hill. Where you could quite easily get to... Ah, so that guy tried to use the buy station. No money, sadly. Bit of few plates, though, which is good for him. But yeah, now, so you might think, oh, I have lots of cover in these houses. But you're so far at the bottom of the hill, and if the zone pulls up here, you are completely screwed. Even, like, little circles, it's likely that some of this cliff will be in, so they'll have cover from you as you're so far down. I'm not quite sure what his plan is. Only 6 other people left, though, so this game has died out rather quickly. And everyone's going to be forced out into the open. I think he saw someone there, didn't he? He has already had 2 loadouts, so he doesn't need to go for his other loadout, which is good. Right, is he going to spot anyone? So he won't be able to get up this cliff, so to get out, he's going to have to run up here and around, or obviously use the car. At least the car's in for him. Just a very weird situation here that there's no buildings. That's a little shack on the lake, the frozen little lake bed there, so there's no one inside there. You can't get in this house. Yeah, there really isn't any cover in zone other than the hilly terrain and these little houses on the bottom of the hill. It's a very weird end zone, actually. I mean, he's just playing very safe, but it's pretty difficult to spot people on the hill anyway, but he's playing very safe and he's not actually in the best position. He probably should maybe try and take a vehicle up and around. Okay, this truck just popped into zone. This is one thing you can do if you're just hiding and you can use your ears to listen for people. You can just watch the minimap and see where vehicles appear from and if any vehicles are in odd positions, because then you know that there's probably a person there, so he knows definitely there's someone right on the edge here. Truck in this position because obviously he's been airstriked. Not the best decision to airstrike it this early in the zone, because if you wait until the zone's really small, smaller than this, you can easily hit the trucks because the airstrike covers most of the area, especially with different elevations like there are in this zone. Because if you're up on a cliff, so you can't get run down, and then you can just use the airstrike at the bottom of the zone. Right, what's his plan? Doesn't look like he's going to be using the vehicle. Is he going to be able to sneak up this way? So he knows that there's probably someone camping on the loadouts here. There's likely be a couple up there. I think he saw someone by that little shack. Not sure. Right. Maybe this is why. Maybe he's just been standing still because he's lagging. If I were him, I would have rotated up this way around the edge of zone and then tried to rotate into anyone who'd already thought this area was clear. Maybe someone would have come from this way round here and he could have snuck up behind them. Now he's going to meet them if he does, if there is someone doing that kind of rotation. Needs to be careful from his right and left. Right. Is he going to go for that loot? It doesn't look looted because there's still money there, so it could have been a relatively recent kill that someone might just be waiting to take out, or maybe it's just not worth the trouble. Oh, saw someone on a heartbeat. We got a little heartbeat sound, I think. No, it wasn't. Definitely don't go for your loadout, because you just make a lot of noise. Right, is he going to be able to sneak up behind someone and take them out? I mean, he's got decent mid-range guns. No, too slow. Now that makes a lot of noise because you hear the gas mask and he's going to have to run. He just made a lot of noise here. He should have been walking with the zone because now this has made it so if anyone is right here in front of him, it's going to get taken out. I mean, I'm surprised there isn't anyone in the shack, but there is only 2 other people left, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. Oh, my word. How was he won that? We did see him from the bottom zone. Right, golden gas mask. 1 last kill. Probably just take the AUG now. Sniper's not going to be that useful, but if this guy had a FAR, that would have been perfect. So he had a close range gun. Most people are going to be ghosted now, so you'd assume the last person. If he wins, he gets a 10 kill game. This is a very odd, slow end game. Right. I wouldn't have peeked round like this very slowly. There was a FAR on the floor there. Should have probably picked that up. He was peeking around the right side where this mortar like that guy was. This is very odd. It's just going to end on this cliff. He's moving very slowly. If this guy spots him, he has no confidence, really. I wonder if he's still a bit freaked out by lagging out and is thinking he might lag out again. Right, there we go. He sees him on the rock there. He didn't see him. He saw him. Yeah, there we go. That was very odd. Not using his eyes. At least he's got plenty of cover. I mean, this is probably going to come down to who gets the final zone. Okay. No. Oh, he did actually get that down. Right. Is he going to get the zone? Oh, he's trying a little gas play. And he spotted him. That was a very odd play. That was a very odd game. Very slow. 12 kills, this guy. Yeah, very odd. Very cautious play there. I wonder if he was being a bit freaked out by the connection issues he was having. But in that situation, if you're going to make a gas play, probably do it whilst you're going into the new zone, not rotating into the sight line of your opponent. If anything, he could have rotated earlier into the new zone and sort of flanked around using the killer's cover, and then hopefully that guy would have like jumped over him and could have taken him out relatively easily. Very odd game though.